United States of America and to the republic which stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Hope everybody had a wonderful New Year.
Yes. And you?
Absolutely spectacular.
I made it till 8:30.
Yes, so did me. Yes.
I think that was 10:15.
No,
Which is
I
late for
am.
me on a regular
1
day.
o'clock. We decided to watch Nashville at their New Year's too. So, we need to have a motion to sign the warrant.
Motion to sign the warrant.
All in favor?
Well, the warrants are going around. Approve the minutes of December 21st before Christmas as written.
I will second that.
All in favor?
You do the
Yes.
assessors meeting too? Okay.
Do we have an assessors
We will
meeting tonight?
do it. Let's do that.
Where is our assessor?
We have a very, he's not gonna be here. We have a very short meeting.
You're all
so
the assessors.
We don't have to
We
do
are.
it first, we can do it second, right?
We must have another reading.
It's another revision of the same one we've been talking about. Another figure.
What's the motion we signed the revised version?
Yeah. Thank you.
Well, we have to close these, so let's just finish this select board meeting.
Yes.
Yeah, we have no old business. Dog licenses.
Dog licenses. Dog licenses expire December 31st, and the late fee happens February 1st. We got notification that the Callis Veterinary Clinic, the individual there retired, and so all the patients, which we have a lot that go there, are scrambling to find other vets to take them on, and there's a shortage.
Yes.
So they can't get their rabies shots before the deadline of the $25 late fee per dog. I talked to ACO Kevin Brody, and he said that the select board can extend the deadline, and so that's what we're requesting you to do a vote to extend the deadline to at least March 31st.
I'll make that a motion.
Yes, I'll second.
All in
That seems
favor?
the humanitarian thing to do.
Yeah,
That
thank you.
includes everyone. All right, so we don't really have other business. I did get emailed this a couple times. I'm sure you did too, but I'd like to read it so the public knows that this happened. Just before the congressional session ended in December, Congress passed our proposal to create the Down East Maine National Heritage Area, and it was sent to President Biden for the final signature. The legislation specifically recognizes the national contributions of Down East Maine's natural resource industries, including wild blueberries, fishing, and forestry. After years of hard work by the Maine residents of Down East Maine, including the wild blueberry growers who initiated the process, and good for them, this legislation creates the 56th National Heritage Area in the United States and the first one in Maine. The Down East Maine National Heritage Area includes all of Hancock and Washington counties as an area with national importance. These areas will now qualify for additional federal funds and attract other funding to support locally led historic preservation, natural resource conservation, recreation, heritage tourism, new and traditional industries, and educational projects. Down East Maine National Heritage Area will provide matching funds to local entities like a historical society, downtown revitalization groups, municipal government, or schools who undertake heritage-related projects within their communities. Now that the Down East Maine National Heritage Area designated is approved, detailed public planning process will occur in 2023 and 2024. This process will result in what is called a management plan. The management plan details priorities and projects outlined by community members and serves as a work plan for the NHA program going forward. It is updated annually to reflect progress, new opportunity, and adjusted priorities. Once the management plan is complete, municipalities, organizations, and schools will be eligible to receive federal dollars for projects related to our Down East heritage. So, I think that's fantastic.
That is
I just want to make
fantastic.
sure I'm sure there's limitations on, it seems to me that would be development limitations because we've become,
Big fire.
or let's say limitations on specific types of development. There could be different kinds that would be more.
And because it's a heritage site, you need to be sensitive to the heritage, not just going forward towards
Right.
and that kind of thing.
So I think, I don't know if this was put in the paper already.
No, Crystal put something out, but I like that letter.
And
So I thought
there's
that was
something
very
here on January the 11th, right?
Sorry?
Well, Apple,
January
is
the
Apple
11th.
gonna be talking
Yeah,
about
well,
this?
yeah, but
Main
that's
office
not
of
this.
tourism,
Hmm?
It is not this.
Dart, yeah, down
It is
east
not,
in Acadia.
yes.
main office of
No.
tourism.
Yeah,
But could be connected.
Possibly.
well, it does say heritage, tourism,
Yeah.
but it also is, fisheries and wild blueberries and all. So that's all I have. I don't have anything else. We have committee updates.
I have a question. Where is Mr. Brody at on the dangerous buildings? You know, we had all kinds of dangerous buildings. You know, one on Pleasant Street got torn down, and that was, you haven't heard any food stamps
I can.
with the rest of
I
them.
think, has he come, are you talking about the one with the mansard roof that got down?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I mean,
that's
after that was tore down.
So
You
he's,
know, the thing
Jason
is
wants to
that-
know what's next?
Yeah,
Yeah, it
but
was
also,
all
I
kinds
think
on
you
the
need to
list.
follow up with that owner who had some idea that she was going to put a,
She passed away.
oh,
Well, and she
We just got word of that.
was a very sweet lady,
yeah,
and she
Too
was
bad.
beside herself because
Yeah.
the town kept sending her letters.
well, yeah.
Well,
And
the
we've
house
got
was atrocious.
We
Yeah.
probably got 6 or 8 more that are just as bad.
Well, we sent
So
out the
do you
nothing
have a
happens.
suggestion?
Washington
Yes.
Street one.
Which one?
Let's get our butts going and get
But which,
after Mr. Brody.
oh, see, have him, just suggest which would be the one to start with again.
Yeah,
Well, the other
There's
thing
one on
is,
Johnson Street too that should be looked at.
Yes, yes.
The one on Washington
Oh,
Street.
And there's parts falling off and tumbling down the hill.
Which-
Yes.
which town?
I know what you
Is it,
I know
is
which
it,
one
is there
you're
anything at
talking
the
about,
bottom
too.
of the hill of concern there?
He could get hit.
Our yard is filled with bits and pieces of shingles from that house.
He could get hit.
From
by
the
The one on the
somebody
corner,
addition.
the one next
About
to the one on the
next,
corner.
What's
Washington
that?
Street?
Is it the house on the corner, Monument and Johnson, or the one next to
the
it?
one
Well, the one on the
next
corner, that's Martha Van
That's
St.
fine.
Ange. That's
It
fine.
was
The
John
next-
Cole.
the next
one.
On,
Yeah.
That's what I thought.
pumping
The
station.
other thing is Norma's house, which is in the hands of
We
HUD,
did
which I
the
hear
water
is going up for
department office.
auction, which to me is,
Converted.
a total travesty. They have dragged their feet on this for well over a year. And, that's the fence. And they have been terribly lazy
Well,
on this.
hopefully someone who gets it does something with it. And it's, I think it's a little bit different if it's put on the historical register as the whole county is on the heritage site.
Yeah,
So I think it's just a
Oh,
little
you
bit
talked about
different.
the old house.
Well,
Norma.
it was,
Oh,
it was the
windows
broke
stagecoach,
out.
Yeah,
wasn't it?
And the longer it
stagecoach?
sits there, the more the little miscreants are
Well,
going to damage it.
See,
So
that
let
house,
us know when the auction is.
It's not
You
an
know who
auction.
know that,
It
Roger?
was a private sale.
that house was built in 3
What do you
different
mean?
sections.
It's not an auction, it's a private sale, according to what I was told.
Some-
To a
some-
developer.
Like with a realtor, or
Yeah,
he already has his eyes on it?
yeah, it was pretty much a done deal, they were just doing the paperwork.
Oh, so somebody has
Well,
bought it?
hopefully they're not knocking it down, but
Yeah, it
just.
was
How
built,
is
it
that
was built at
legal?
3 different times.
You,
I
know,
know.
if
I
you
know
don't
there's
list your
a
house,
history
you
of
can
it.
sell it to
That was
anybody you
bought
want. I mean, there's no rules, there's no rules if it's for sale by owner.
Yeah, it's not,
She's dead, you know, but,
Well,
And it's
then,
HUD.
then it's HUD,
The
Yeah.
state had it last time.
right.
'Cause when they cleaned it out, the state's the one that took
And
it.
somebody with
possession.
initiation
Right,
can do
not
that, because the
construction.
blue house that was across from us, the people that bought that did it because they tracked down the right person, that the state that was part of the DHHS, that was oversight on that building, that people, you know, like, so I'm assuming
Well,
somebody got to the right
Normally,
owner.
normally you are supposed to have, you know, if it's in a state agency,
Yeah.
Right.
they should at least have an advertisement that.
It wasn't
Yeah,
state.
but, you know,
Wasn't
it's
state
not
at
like
all.
we
It
haven't
wasn't HUD.
pursued them.
It wasn't state.
it wasn't
HUD said-
repossessed,
No,
I thought
Federal
that-
even has more rules than state.
Yeah, I thought that building was like in
No, and I just-
repossession or something by a bank or something.
Normal?
Yeah.
No, it
No.
was,
It had a
It-
USDA law.
yeah, and
Oh,
it was,
okay.
yeah.
Okay, I knew there was like
And
something.
Kevin's been around long enough to get up to speed, so
The one on Pleasant Street too. was-
So
you can't tear stuff down.
I personally agree.
Well, then
Do you
you
wanna
look
make
at
a
the National
motion that
Register.
we will ask Kevin to pursue
If you
the,
need a motion, I'll make a motion.
Maybe top-
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes,
CEO.
top five.
yeah, to get,
Yeah.
yeah, get the
Yeah.
top couple, we need a
Yeah.
second, do we have a second, all in favor? So if you wouldn't mind directing
I
Kevin
certainly would.
to give us a little list,
Oh, I'm
you
sure
know,
it'll be all in there.
first, second, third, fourth,
Well, we already
Yeah.
had somebody in town
Not too
who
many
said
at a
this
time.
today. stuff.
Public comment? Any other committee updates?
No, is Kenny
No.
working these days
Yes.
at the recycle center?
Yep.
Yep.
I haven't seen it, I don't know
Just
if I
drove
just
by
missed
today.
it.
Yep, he is.
What about the truck?
The truck got a quote for about $2,400 to do the repairs, it'll get it up to inspection status, so we've made the appointment and it's in mid-January. And then we'll talk about putting some away during the budget season for another one.
What is the plan for budget season? Do we have one yet?
I just started working on raises, you know, the projected
Yeah.
cost of living things for the employees, I finished that last week.
So like,
And
when
then
are we
we'll just
thinking
start
dates?
setting up.
Took some nice work down the street, Bay and stuff.
Hmm?
Boys.
When did you want to start the budget?
Probably end of March, we start usually preparing in
March,
March, end of
yeah.
March.
Yay!
How about April 15th? That's too late.
It just seems to be like a month passes and we start all over
It
again.
should be fairly, we've got a good budget committee, I think. I can't remember who the third person is.
I don't know.
And Martha, isn't it Martha?
And Denise.
And,
Oh, and Gina. You guys
oh, and
appointed
Gina.
Gina.
Ah, okay.
So, yeah.
Other year.
That was-
So,
The Blue International's up and running again.
yep,
The
they
plow
got
truck.
a new radiator.
Well, and
I'm listening to the meeting, so make sure that the audio's good.
and a clutch fan. They just put a clutch fan in it yesterday.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the guys are preparing for the storm, it's supposed to be slippery tonight and icy tomorrow morning,
Oh,
so
really?
be careful on the
I didn't know
roads
that.
in the morning.
Thank you.
That's-
Then we were
I didn't
pretty
hear
good for
that.
about a week and a half, but
Yeah.
yeah,
I
tonight,
just got
tonight's
new
supposed to be a
tires.
little.
They were very grateful to have that Crow 2, I call it, the
Yeah.
brown state truck that we bought, that, when the blue truck's radiator went down, they used the old faith, the state truck.
So
that we
where
bought.
are we at on having to have the pickup trucks fixed or replaced? Is that gonna be up in the budget committee?
Yes, we got a quote back for the sewer truck, and it was $2,487, something like that. So,
To repair it?
yep, to get it to be inspectable. I'd like to eventually see, that truck move to Public Works and get rid of the little red one that they use for the cemetery crew, and they also have a tank in it, a fuel tank, so that they can go fuel up the excavator without having to demobilize and mobilize that every time it needs fuel.
Good
They
idea,
have a tank with a pump on the back of that little old red truck that
yeah.
they just kept hanging on because it wasn't completely dead yet. It is pretty much completely dead
wouldn't we
now.
We don't shoot them until they're
It's
absolutely
not
dead.
inspectable, and I pulled it off the road. It's
Wouldn't
not.
we wanna get the Public Works a truck instead of the sewer department? And
The
they
truck
do
that they have,
heck of a lot
the
more.
1 ton with the dump body was to replace that truck.
Right, but you
They
need
have
the
not-
cemetery needs a
Well,
truck.
they were using, well, I agree,
Yeah.
I agree. It's just that in the moment of convincing the board at the time, and the budget committee, and the town, that proposal had not been pitched, that they need a 4th, another truck, a pickup truck.
But how do we go to the townspeople when we're losing
Through the
money?
budget process.
When we're losing money already
No.
on the,
Through the budget process,
The
the
recycling?
No, I
department
mean-
head should come
Sewer?
in.
Sewer?
yeah, I mean, sewer fees, we're gonna have to pay for that new truck.
I think Jason has a valid point, because the sewer department's supposed to be
Independent.
independent.
They are independent.
So
Well,
if
this
we're
is
going
sewer
to
truck
ask
that's
for a
in the
truck
worst-
that we need, we
that's
should
in-
ask for Public Works.
Well, the sewer truck is the one that's in hard shape, and it's going to need to be replaced as well, so do both.
So does the sewer department in their budget have
No.
any capital improvement or, any
Oh.
funding
It
that would?
wasn't
there's
even
a
running.
CD.
It
So
was
they would
running
have
and
something
They
that
had a
could-
CD that
that
was
could-
cashed in, and part of it was used for, I believe, a pump lately.
Does it have anything left?
Yes,
And
is it like 50-something thousand
Well,
left out of that
that's what they
CD?
need to do.
But once it's
Right.
gone, it's gone.
They could
Well,
perhaps buy a truck
Yes,
and
they
then,
can. That
put
is
in
an
their
option.
budget some way to
Mhm.
continue to
Absolutely.
support that line.
yes.
Absolutely,
That's-
but
that's
when,
what needs
when
to
the
be done.
quote came back for 2,400 and some
your
change to
point.
repair the what they have, to get us out of the problem now, we decided to continue with getting it fixed so that it's inspectable.
So-
Because they need to use it to plow the pump
Is
station
this-
and the.
Is this a crazy idea? Maybe perhaps somewhere in 2023, at some select board meeting, it could be on the agenda for perhaps the water department and perhaps the sewer board to be present with us. And maybe only once a year or something, but
It's for
some
the
kind of
budget
conversation.
Well, we
Well,
usually
we do that in the
do,
budget.
meet
During the
with them
budget.
in the
Yeah,
budget
but it's
process.
like,
The water department's totally separate.
Well,
Yeah.
especially if you see them
No,
on
no,
the
they have
agenda.
nothing
We
to do
own
with
the
the
sewer
town.
department.
right.
Yeah, but the water department is somewhat
Something
separate.
separate
is the
completely,
water,
Complete, yeah, they have nothing to do
Yeah.
with that.
Which they'll tell you. when they
And
get
their
there.
vehicles are what?
What, who's the?
The water department.
That's nothing.
That's
I know, that's what I'm just saying, we have nothing to do with it.
No,
No.
they don't,
No.
they bought the water,
They have their own board.
I think
They
they
have-
owe us
right, but
still
doesn't
a
the
little bit of
sewer
money, or did
have
they
their own
pay?
They're paying for like $90 a year or something.
Yeah, some
10,000,
small amount.
10,000.
And now they get 80,000 for just the,
Okay, there was some, okay.
just for water things, water faucets there.
So that was the plan, is to fix what we have, to get us through, get it inspected so that they can still use it for this season, and then have all these discussions openly during the budget process.
Oh, anybody, anything else?
I don't.
I would like to have the budget start in the middle of April, but if that's too late for people. When we go back to 6 o'clock, which is April 15th, I would like to have the budget meetings at 5.
Yeah.
That
Fine.
before the select board meetings, if that's,
Yes.
the budget committee is okay with
And
that.
that would be in April?
April 15th is when we go back to 6, right? Well, that, I don't know, whatever the soonest.
Right, over that Wednesday.
Then we wouldn't be coming separately.
Yep, yep. That worked last year.
Yeah.
I think, I don't even remember, what did we meet, like,
Well, it's
like
hard,
8
it's much
times
easier
or
to get
something?
us if we're already
Yeah.
having to come up anyway.
Yep.
And it's a
So-
little, I know your season, well,
The
you
first budget meeting would be April
gave that to your
26th.
kids, so.
April 26th.
Oh, no, but I mean.
Budget meeting will be when?
April 26th would be the first one.
Well, it won't be a Tuesday. Which is the first one?
So the 15th is on a Saturday.
Mhm.
Okay, so the first one is the 26th. What's the one, what about the 12th? That's still early, yeah, let's just do the 26th. We can get that done before
Yes.
meetings, don't you think?
Everybody will feel good about paying their
And I
taxes
think it
after
seems like
15
Nancy
years.
Oh,
and
yes.
some of the rest of the
Yes.
board would like
And the
to have,
reason
maybe
it
you
won't be
can
done yet, so
schedule.
we don't
We'll have so
have
much money left.
And maybe before that, we have the conversation,
That's right.
you know?
Maybe you, on the 12th, the select board on the 12th, that you could have some of the department heads come and
Right,
pre-discuss what they want us to put in the budget before we have the first budget meeting.
right. Yep,
That's a good idea.
yeah,
like a
we have an
memo.
agenda for
That's still at
that
5 o'clock.
meeting.
Department heads, so the department heads budget meeting would be at 5.
Yes, you
Okay.
like it?
Oh, well, it'd have to be at 4 because the meeting's still at 5.
Or they could actually
Yeah,
be
well, they
part
could
of the
be here.
agenda for
They
the
could be
meeting.
here at 4,
Well, they could be
They could
part
be,
of our
that's what- yeah, that's
agenda.
true.
at the-
but then they get off work.
Well, I mean, our
I
meeting's
don't
at
know
5
about
still that
Jason.
day, right?
You can be
Yep.
here on the
So I
12th
mean,
at 4.
if they, 5
they could-
o'clock,
But what
I
you're
think we
saying,
should have
you're
a
saying though on the
lunch
Just
12th, it would be at 5.
incorporated.
I just have it, yeah, the
Yeah.
meeting's still at 5, so we
Yeah,
can
just
just have them
it part
on
of
the
the
agenda.
meeting,
They
is what
could
you're
Yeah.
saying.
be,
Have it part of the meeting.
you know, they could be our meeting or a good part of
It's
it.
an
you know?
initial meeting, so it's,
So
yeah.
just put it in the meeting.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then at least we have a realistic idea of
And then
like
we're
what kind of
going into the
figures
budget
people are
knowing
talking
what
about,
they want
you know?
already.
Right,
Yeah.
and what the costs associated with it are.
That's
you
what
know?
Yes, and if they're,
Pre-plan.
and they're having a wish list, they should bring
That's good.
some, thingies, you know,
That's what we should be
estimates.
doing.
Just like
And I
if
think we
they
should probably
show
just
up
move
and they
on.
need a truck, they should probably come with, well, we could really use this truck and this is what it may cost me, it's just they should come prepared,
Right, right,
not have you to do it all.
right, and especially like, yeah, the sewer folks and like, what are their options and, you know, yeah,
So that's April 12th.
yeah.
Anything else?
I'll make a motion, we adjourn this meeting.
I'll second it.
Oh my goodness,
All in favor?
it's a record.
No, no,
So now I'll make a
no,
motion,
no,
we
no.
open,
Dan holds the record.
I'll make a
Not
motion,
yet.
we open the assessors meeting.
You're not
I'll
done?
second
Oh,
that.
well, where's the assessor?
All in favor?
You guys are the
We
Oh,
are
that's
just-
right.
Oh.
We gotta do
It's
the
okay,
assessors
Carol.
meeting, darn it. I knew we had to do something. All right, so we'll make a motion to open the assessors.
I
did.
meeting.
We'll
Okay,
open the
second.
assessors.
I'll second.
Did you get the second and all in favor?
Okay.
Okay, let's see what we're gonna do now. What I got gathered from Suzette, that some of the figures were not calculated correctly in what we signed before, so I guess we need a motion to
With
sign the
regards to-
corrected corrected figures.
Is that this form or no?
Are they just
that
a
was
number
last-
here and there, or are there some commas in there
Well, and the two,
that we need to
Yeah.
maybe discuss?
well, there's only, well, there's 3 abatements, and I would have to see what they were requesting before to have any. I
Let's
mean,
see.
I can't tell you how,
There's
if it went
there's
up
an
and down.
explanation right here, Suzette prepared it,
So in other words,
Okay.
Suzette went through it.
yeah, and they were wrong.
Yes,
And
She's
oh,
sharp.
she checked with legal, and the only way to undo it is you have to revoke what you did and then redo it.
so revoke,
Do
which
it.
one are we revoking? These?
We could revoke them as a blanket revoke,
All 4.
revocation.
Yeah, well, the sticky
How
notes
about
don't say
that?
anything, they just say the
Revocation.
years of the abatement.
Do what Suzette tells us.
Oh, yeah, rescind, these are the rescind ones.
Okay, so we have to rescind first.
I'll second that if
Okay,
it's
so
okay.
this, let's just see how this
Here's
this has
Suzette in a
changed.
year.
Okay, let's look for,
The Union Way.
well, this one appears to be, the supplement was supposed to be they said it was gonna be 4,821, and it's now 4,508, so that went down.
Okay,
So we can
Okay.
definitely.
make a motion, we
We can agree.
accept
accept the supplement of the
That's-
abatement that's been supplemented.
Well,
to
that's
abatement.
one. The next
Very
one,
Way too much supplement. That's
the
good.
next one is
So we sign.
rescind
Are you doing these individually or
100,
altogether?
well, we're gonna do it all
Oh,
together.
okay.
140, and it's changed to 279. So it went from 140 to 279.
We're still ahead of the game now.
Yeah, I think we are. So hold
Okay.
on to that one. This one is 2,628, and Suzette has changed it to 140, 35.
Whoa.
Whoa,
You gotta love it.
where's that?
I might not have the right one.
This is personal property.
Okay, personal property account. Where's the account, account 2-1? Where's the account on this one? 20, oh. No? So we don't have a rescind on 20.
This is just an abatement.
Well, it's just an abatement, oh, acceptance. So,
You might be further back. You have to see the documents here, she shows you the error here. It's right in the same packets.
oh, okay.
That's the one that you did, and that's what needs to be rescinded.
Okay, so what's the one that we have to fix? Is that you can't sign that thing?
That's already been signed, this is what you have to revote, rescind.
Well, and then what's the new one?
Um,
2189, we're looking for
I've
2189.
already passed it on.
Is 2189 over there? No, that's account, that's 20.
Okay, so
Is everybody keeping up?
We're trying to keep it together. It's a little confusing. Okay, so
There is no
140.
2189 on the the abatement.
So this is a rescind, and this is an abatement. That one is fine. Did you find that one? So she wants us to rescind 2628 to what? 2117, you don't have one? You don't have a 211?
2628.
2628 to 2117, that's.
No, the account is 2189. So we need to have the new one that she wants. Probably should have it right here. Because- Let me have this one.
Do you have an abatement page like that supplement page?
See, this one we can do.
This one we can do?
Yeah. I just don't know why we're rescinding everything. And
52 cents?
I don't mind rescinding these things. Why don't we make a motion to rescind this, and then she's gonna need to see, I'm not gonna sign the new ones yet again until it's straightened out.
Done deal.
So,
Except for this one, this 20, this account 20. Unless she can find the same account on here and what it's changed at, we're not gonna just keep signing these things without an explanation.
okay, yeah, this one's a match.
That's a match.
Okay.
So
We're
we can
going from
sign that one.
140.87 to 140.35.
Oh,
Oh,
okay,
okay.
let's get that signed.
And then
They may
we've
get
got
that
these
truck.
two.
Yes, my
I'll
God.
make a motion to sign that one.
We have these two that match as well.
Okay, well, okay.
Which, we have to do the rescinding first before we sign the next.
Okay, so I'll make a motion that we rescind those two identified.
Let's see
I
if we can
second.
find anything else we're working
All
on.
in favor?
Alright, so that's two in it.
Supplement, that's three. Doesn't have the map or anything on here. Supplement tax assessment. Am I supposed to be,
Oh, those are the
Where's my
two,
pen?
those are the two down.
well, what, it was from there. You have it in your hand.
Yeah,
Well,
because
then
this
you
is
handed it
yours.
to me.
Who has more fun than selecting?
So,
This
weird.
one's okay?
Well, we have to make, did we make a motion to sign the abatements?
No, yeah, we did
Oh,
that.
they
They
did
did
it.
it.
Sign the rescinding.
Rescinding, now we're making a motion to sign the supplement and the abatement.
So moved.
All in favor? So those are just gonna have to wait. Read the rescindings when you get a chance.
And I've done here.
Okay. These are gonna have to be
I think
matched
there's a
up.
joke in all of this somewhere.
What is it?
not
Who's on
sure what it
first,
is, but
who's
I'm
on
sure there's
second? Well,
If we rescind 5 and abate 6, can Kevin McCarthy still be the leader of the?
No,
Maybe that's where the joke is somewhere.
They're going back at 8
I'll
o'clock.
make sure Kevin
home in time to
McCarthy
see it.
and raise you with Jim Jordan.
What, they'll be
how
fine.
about that Hakeem Jeffries?
Yes.
Are we
Oh,
all-
he's just sitting back going, hello.
we all
Oh
set?
my
We all
God.
set abating and rescinding?
Yes.
I think so.
History is
I'll make the
confusing.
motion we
It's
close.
gonna have to.
I'll
match
second
the
the
rescindment with
motion
the rescind
put
with the-
forth
with the-
by my
with the-
You're not
fellow
signed on those.
Okay.
Selectman,
That means
Mr.
every other thing.
Evacious, that we
Thank you.
close the assessors meeting.
Yes.
Dan
All in favor?
seconded it.
Yes.
And now you can make your motion if you like.
What?
If you don't remember, we're gonna be here all night.
I move that we're out of here.
Too late, I already did.
What did you do to your copy of the house?
Oh, I
Second.
did it all the time, probably.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Cut trees and-
Meeting closed at 5:26.
Ah, nice, thank you. Right on before the snow.
Oh, hold on, let me get the cameras off.
And throw a ration card.
Oh, are you kidding? It was